Everyone. I am so excited today. June is a special month in our industry, especially for a loan originator, that we share our experience with so many home buyers. This month is the National Home Ownership Month.
Yeah.
And today I have Giovanni Guerra from Millennial Realtors, who is going to share with us some great insights about the buying process for a homeowner. As you know, there's a lot of great information out there. But today we're going to hear from our insight, our very own Gio.
Hey,
Giovanni.
Luz. Yeah. How's it going? Once again, this is Giovanni Guerra with the Millennial Realtors. Thank you much for the introduction. And yeah, what a great month. The month of June as National Homeowners. Oh, what is it?
National Home Ownership Month.
Okay, so
it's a lot. It's a lot of words to swallow. So let's just say a great month for homeowners.
A great month for homeowners, National Homeownership Month. And our whole thing with that is just educating our community. We want people out there that perhaps haven't purchased, that are thinking about being able to do so, to be empowered with their options. That's what we're all about. And what a better month to do so.
Yes, great. Well, let's chime right in there. Giovanni's been in the business for quite some time, and we've had the opportunity to work and help many families to get into a home. So thank you, Giovanni, for being such a great realtor, and an honor to work with you. Let's chime right in. So
Yeah.
What are some of the first steps you would recommend a potential homeowner should do when they start their home search?
The very first thing, and we preach this by a sword, is go and get yourself pre-approved. When you're out there and you want to get the process of purchasing a home started, and you want to know if your ducks are all in a row, the very first thing that we always recommend is get yourself pre-approved and educated on your options. That's where, somebody would come in, they'd speak with us, you as a lender professional and us as a realtor partner, to be able to just explore what they can do. Are there programs available that they can take advantage of? Are there first-time home buyer programs that, they can do so in regards to down payment assistance and so on and so forth? And more so, just know where you stand.
Absolutely. And I think that's really important. And I promise I did not script him to say get pre-approved first, but it is one of the steps we encourage our homeowners. It's to get through the approval process, right? Like get to know where you're at, where your goals are. You're going to buy now, 6 months, or in a year from today. So awesome. Thanks for sharing that, Jill. Another thing, in the real estate industry, we work with a lot of families, right? And sometimes we get it right. Sometimes the client, there's always something with the property. Sometimes there's something with the product, right? I mean, our goal is to be as efficient, as great as we can. But, buying a home, it's a really big step for everyone, including us in the lending and real estate industry, right? Finding that right property, the right terms, everything that comes with it. So it's really important for a homeowner to know, some of those challenges that we come across in the real estate industry as they look for a home. So what do you think? So here's the question. What are some common mistakes that first-time home buyers make, and how can they avoid them?
Yeah.
There even a possibility to avoid them, right? And what do you think?
I mean, purchasing a home, wouldn't you agree, is a pretty big deal? For a lot of people out there, it's one of, if not the most, it's the most expensive purchase that they'll make in a lifetime. So there's a lot of things that we want to make sure that you're doing to avoid any mistakes down the line. One thing that we see quite often, and we host a ton of open houses, and we meet a lot of people, and sometimes buyers that have never purchased before, they fall in love with the home that we're meeting them at. And biggest question that we always ask is, hey, do you qualify for this home? Have you been pre-approved before? And an answer that we get more often than not is no, we've never even ran the numbers. So I think that's a mistake that a lot of people make going into it, because they're out there shopping for homes without even knowing if they can qualify to purchase it, without even knowing if they'd be okay with that type of monthly payment. And there's so many things out there where it's like we're living in la la land, where people are afraid to just take the step and get yourself educated. It costs nothing, and it can get you so much further along just by speaking with a professional and knowing what you can do, knowing where your purchasing power is. That way, once you've been pre-approved, you have a pre-approval in hand, you can go out there and shop with confidence, knowing that, okay, if I'm gonna go visit a home that's worth $800,000, I know that I can afford it because I've been pre-approved to do so.
Yeah, 100%. I think, when you buy a house, financing the right property, the right location, right city, right school district, there's so much going on and your adrenaline is pumping. You want to become that homeowner that you forget so many things to ask, so many things to view, check off that list. You know, I know as corny as it sounds, that little checklist that you guys give them, we don't check them off, and we should, because if I would have listened to my realtor and checked off the checklist, I would have bought a home when there was sidewalks in.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah,
So
yeah.
it's
A long,
something
long time
so
ago.
simple. I've been in my home for 24 years, and I still say I should have bought a home where we should have had sidewalks. I didn't think how important that was. So
Yeah.
definitely, consumers, if you see that checklist, use it. I promise you it will be worth it. So
Yeah,
thanks for that.
and another thing, kind of just touching on that, is
Uh-huh.
one thing we hear a lot is, oh man, prices are too high or interest rates are
Yes.
too high. I'm gonna wait to buy. And one thing that we always recommend is, like, don't wait to buy. If you're in a position where you can buy, where your ducks are in a row, you have your income there, your finances, you have some reserves, your credit scores there, and your ducks are in a row to be able to purchase, don't wait to buy and wait. You know,
Yeah.
like they always say, it's like the best time to purchase a home was many, many years ago. But apart from that, the best time to purchase a home is now, because the way the trend is going, prices are only going to continue to go up based off of the demand. Right now, the thing that we have is we have a lot more buyers than we have homes for sale. So it supersedes the demand out there. And while that continues to be a thing, and eventually when rates do come down, it's just going to create more of a buyer influx and more competition out there. So we always say, if you're in a position where you can, take advantage, get yourself in the home and start taking advantage of building equity and everything that comes along with home ownership.
Awesome. Awesome. Thanks for that. Well, one last question, so we're going to wrap it up. How can buyers effectively negotiate an offer in this competitive market, right? Because it is tough, 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 tough. We have a lot of amazing, great qualified homeowners, and inventory is very limited. What are you, share with us your wins, because you're phenomenal negotiating these offers. We know when you have a client, they're buying a home. So share with us, please, your secret. What is that secret?
I mean, competition is stiff out there, you know, wouldn't we agree? And the best thing that we always say is just make sure that you have the right support team in your corner. And what do I mean by that? You know, working with agents like ourselves, working with a lending partner like yourself, you want to make sure that you have the right people in your backing that can go to war for you. If you're going to get yourself into a home purchase, it is a big deal in regards to the financial commitment that it's going into. So you want to make sure that you have the right team in your corner. I grew up playing soccer my entire life. I'm a big fan of a bunch of sports, and as good as you can be, you're only as good as the people around you. And the same thing comes with purchasing a home. It's like you could have the pre-approval letter through the roof. You could have all your finances in a row, but unless you have somebody that's going to go to war and be able to highlight those things, be able to negotiate on your behalf, it's like you're going to war with the hammer versus a full ammunition. You want to know that you're good to go. And that's one thing that we pride ourselves on, being able to negotiate. We have clients that, you know, we get into homes and we're able to help them negotiate closing costs, negotiate seller repairs, and just going into it knowing that they're getting the better end of the deal. There's so much that can be done, but unless you're aware of what you're doing and with somebody that can, you know, go to bat for you, it's going to be tough.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, thank you. I appreciate that, Giovanni. Well, let's wrap this up with a call to action for our consumers. You know, this month we want to bring a lot of great valuable information. Our goal is to share as much info as we can with you, so that way you can learn from realtor professionals, that you can learn from, you know, industry leaders, what they're doing, how they're winning in this market, to make sure that you're able to win with us, and make sure that you become a homeowner in the future. So Giovanni, what do you recommend a first-time buyer, someone that's looking into a home, or just browse the YouTube or TikTok or any of the social media platforms? What do you recommend for them?
The very first thing you can do is take the first step. Reach out to us, give us a phone call. Let us hop on a quick phone call with you and just explore your options, see where you're at. You know, one thing that we always share with people is, regardless of if you feel that you're ready or not, know where you stand. Once you know where you stand, you could be surprised and know that you can qualify for a home today. Worst case scenario, we have a lot of people walking through our doors that unfortunately aren't ready yet. We've had clients that we've met with many, many years ago that come back to us years later after the recommendations that we give them, that are now ready to buy. So one thing that I always say is, get yourself pre-approved, come in, speak with a professional, and let us guide you. If you're ready to go now, awesome. If you're not, we'll give you a plan within the next 3, 6, 12 months, 2 years, or however long it's necessary to get you going and get you one step closer to ultimately purchasing a home, which is a big goal for many.
Perfect. Thank you so much for your time, Giovanni. I appreciate you. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in to one of our episodes on June's National Homeownership Month. We hope that you tune in to the rest of our episodes. And thank you, everyone. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.
Take care.